A number of big-name Chinese tech stocks are actually bouncing back today after plunging yesterday on a lot of concerns about what's happening with regulatory issues there. Eunice Yoon joins us. She's got the latest on this. And Eunice, these stocks are up today, but that doesn't mean the regulatory concern has gone away.
No, not at all, Becky. And in fact, the government still has not shed any light as to why it unveiled these anti-monopoly rules for the IT sector this week. But of course, there's no shortage of theories out there. One of them is that the pandemic highlighted to the leadership here of the importance of the online economy and that the industry has just been allowed to operate like the wild, wild west for way too long. Another theory is that the government wants to send a message to average Chinese that it has the back of consumers and investors because the authorities here are encouraging people to buy more and also to invest in stocks. And then finally, the third and probably most popular idea out there is that the government wants to send a reminder to China's big tech firms of who is boss. Now, it's unclear as to just how much these regulations are going to affect the businesses of these companies. Of course, there's an expectation that it will have some, but the optimists think that maybe this is going to stay a reminder over the heads of these big tech firms. Another scenario is that it could be a targeted crackdown, and the reasoning there is that the regulations were quite specific about what would be deemed a monopolistic practice, such as, for example, subsidies to undercut your competitor. And finally, the third scenario is the nightmare scenario, and that is that this could potentially lead to a breakup of the companies where certain parts would be hived off, that the leadership is just sick and tired of all the bravado in the industry, and that they might be forced to accept state investment. But one reason why that the counter argument against that, Becky, is that the government here also wants to make sure that it encourages private enterprise in order to have national champions in IT and to keep jobs. The private sector employs a whole lot of people. And in fact, President Xi Jinping today said that he wanted to be sure, let me just get the right line, that China will strive to achieve major technology breakthroughs. So it's kind of difficult to get those technology breakthroughs if you're casting a chill over the entire industry.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.